Hey, Max here. Sorry it's so dark. Daylight savings time is already taking impact. You know, it worked, but not when I get out of the theater. This is going to be a out of the theater reaction and review of The Marvels, which I just watched with my wife. I brought my blockbuster gear. I was going to interview people, but I just wasn't feeling it today after the movie. My expectations for this movie. I was not expecting much. I was not expecting it to be bad. I was expecting to enjoy myself. And I was expecting subpar special effects. And I wasn't expecting much in the way of action. I do have to say, after seeing this movie, I was pleasantly surprised with the action. The chemistry of the Marvels together with Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and probably Monica Rambeau or Proton was pretty good. Pretty good. There is some humor that seemed forced. I will say that I think Brie Larson overall. I think the first movie was overall a tighter movie. The first Captain Marvel. This movie, you see that she was trying more with her emotions, and I have to give props to Queen Brie. She really, you could tell she was really hitting the gym hard. Very, I'm not going to get into very form-fitting outfit, and she looked good. So did Monica Rambeau. And she looked and felt like a superhero. And I thought she did in the first one too, but even more so now. You could really feel it. I feel like it's an improvement of her physicality in the role. So I will give major props to Brie Larson. I do feel like this needs to be a trilogy. I think it's strong enough. I hope the box office is there. It's a fun movie. I think, and my wife commented too when we were leaving, that the editing, the pacing was a little off in certain situations. I think with a little bit tighter filming, directing, and better editing, it could have been a really tight movie. Some weird stuff in it, but overall, most of it worked. Miss Marvel was great. I think she was better in her own show, honestly, but I think she did pretty well here. I think half the scenes she nailed, half the scenes were a little forced. But I was pleasantly surprised with both. Where I was surprised is with the special effects and the action. The biggest downside to this is still what was my major concern was the villain. I think she's actually Todd Hiddleston's girlfriend or wife. I don't know. I think she's whatever. She's not horrible. She just seems a little bland to me, even though they do explain her character story and why she has a grudge against Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. And it's a legit reason, but I feel also someone's beeping at me. I don't know why they're beeping at me. I'm just in the parking lot filming. Leave me alone. So even though she did have good action as well, and the Kree and the Skrull storyline was good, but that's where I would say, and I like to review, my review scale is out of 10. I can't give it a 10 out of 10. It's not a perfect movie. It's not a 9 out of 10 either. I don't think it's a 7. I think it's a solid 8 out of 10. This is a common problem with Marvel, is the villains sometimes can be lackluster if they're not a major villain, and I got that too. Even though the stakes were pretty high in this movie, stakes were high. I would like to see Captain Marvel, because she is so powerful, take on a really powerful villain. And hopefully she will stick around as a character in the MCU to take on someone in Secret Wars or Kang Dynasty. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen, though? I think this is a step in the right direction, and I think it's a lot more fun and successful than some of the recent Marvel movies. Not Guardians 3. I think Guardians 3 was better, but I think better than Quantumania and Thor Love and Thunder. I would put it definitely above those movies. Definitely above Quantumania. And I think it's a better movie than Thor Love and Thunder as well. So, that's my quick out of the theater reaction and review of the Marvels. I'd say go see it. I think it will do decent box office. I think it's a tight enough movie that it's not over. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's very brisk. The pacing could have still been better. And there's some great action, great special effects there. There is one end credit sequence that is actually really exciting. I'm not going to spoil it here. But I think that's where they dropped the ball on the special effects. That's all I'm going to say. I would love to talk to my pals on MME and channel friends on a spoiler review, probably with Diao. My concerns with that scene have nothing to do with story, just quality. But other than that, it's also very exciting mid-credit scenes. Really exciting mid-credit scene. And I believe I would go see this again. I might actually go see it in theaters again, too. I saw this also in 3D. The space effects, a lot of this is in space and spaceships in other worlds. I thought that was also pretty decent in 3D. It's not the most amazing 3D movie I've seen, but I think it would be worth it in this case. For this particular movie, I think the 3D, if you're interested and you like 3D, then it's worth it. But it's not going to blow your mind like Avatar. That's my review. 8 out of 10. Definitely go see it. And I think this does help because there's a lot of breathing room around superhero movies right now. And I think that helps it too. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Tell me what you think of Captain Marvel or the Marvels. Oh, also, one more point that I was surprised by. I almost forgot. The team aspect. I think this is one of the best superhero teams I've seen. Now, I said earlier in the review that the humor sometimes seems forced, but with the action and the superhero abilities together blend really well together in some of the best team up superhero stuff I've seen in a superhero movie. The characters, the powers work really well together, and I was really surprised by that. I thought it was great. I want to see more. I think they could have maybe had one more really cool scene with them working together like that, but I don't think it was too little, and it leaves you wanting more. And that's my final thing that surpassed my expectations. I wasn't expecting that. All right, now I'm really done. I will see you later. Bye. I'm going to go in the Trader Joe's, see what damage is being done in there in the shopping cart. All right, bye everyone.